Hello and welcome. Right, yeah, if this looks like deja vu, it is. I've sort of been in a bit of a turmoil as to what I'm going to do and all the rest of it. And I thought, we know no matter what we do now, it's pointless if we're using that BGA to actually crack on as we're doing, because it's going to take years for us to stick the bales in, let alone anything else. So I thought, well, in life, you often make bad business decisions, right? So yeah, that is true. We don't need these anymore. That they are done, so they are going to be returned and returned. So there's no more leasing costs. Well, I say that, but it was really going with what I said and working out what happens over the winter that I thought, you know, it was a good. And I wish I hadn't done that sent it back. So really that is it, that 9 metre. Okay, so we're going to lease that again for 4,000 again. So yeah, I'm right back at the shop picking this back. Now the one thing I am glad that I'm back here for is, right, let's let go of that. You can't stick that on if you've got it connected. Yeah, this is beautiful. I've never seen this before, but I'm not sure you all may have seen this plenty of times, but I really thought this was cool. I think that is so super duper. I never realised. Small things, these small minds, I know, but it is just so cool. Yeah, so what I thought was, we are going to literally harvest the rest like that. I'll finish what I was saying. Like anybody who has gone into a bad business venture and then has realised they've got the fingers burned, we are going to sell that. There's no point in us carrying on. It really is totally pointless. Did I stick that? No, I don't think I'd stuck the bales in at this point in time. This is the original save game. I'd gone back and I thought, you can't like go back to when you not started the field and just you know what I mean. I thought, it is what it is. People make bad decisions. Sometimes you make a very bad business decision you thought was good, and basically it's not. It really is that simple. So we know that we can't. I'm going to lose 200 grand. It's as simple as that, unfortunately, because that is the way that the base game treats it. You lose half of your value if you do something. But there's no point in us cracking on. We either go, if we're sticking to the base game thing, and obviously I've posted now, so I'm really interested in what you guys and gals actually say as to whether we do stick to base games or we stick a few mods in but don't go mad, or what. Yeah, I'm going to truly be heavily guided by yourselves on what way we go. I am. You are the influencers of where we are going with this particular sort of situation and the map. I'm loving the Horsch equipment. It is fantastic. I love the weeders. I really do a lot. I like the seeders and planters, but then again, they will always find them a bit expensive. But then base game stuff is. But yeah, so we've got this field. We've got the other half to harvest. We haven't got a silo, and I think we can just about afford one. Let's indicate. Oh my god, is that not indicating? Is my side panel not working? Oh, it is, but the buttons, if I press them too quickly, they don't actually register. Oh well. Yeah, so obviously we've got this absolute ton of bales, which is going to bring 160,000-ish in January, and we are going to sell them to competitors. We are going to sell our BJ because it's absolutely pointless in having that, because it's such a slow. But now, when I say that, I was toying with the idea of carrying on, but because base games are so expensive and everything, yeah, if you look, let's get past this water. I'll let the driver take over, and we're going to have a look at the productions, just to point out what I'm going at, what I'm waffling on about, really. Right, so then let's just get past this water, because I've already had them dunkers in this water once already, and I had to do that again. I did show that on camera. Right, let's just set destination to the edge of our field, And it's got to be careful because it bumps into a sign sometimes going this way as well. Of all the bits and bobs it chooses to go down a sign. Yeah, so if you look at this, if we had slurry, if we had manure, and if we had sugar beet cuts, now the cycles are terrible, and they're about the same for them all, but that's my point. Actually, no, that's terrible. That's 24, that's 2,400, 4.8 tons processing, and exactly the same, 4.8 tons. So it really is terrible. Yeah, 2,400, 2.4 tons of that as well. So yeah, it really is. It is terrible. Yeah, there's no even if I did do that, the tiny bit of additional income from those, because they're so tiny, is just really awful. I mean, I'd love to, if I'd got any kind of mod, the F12 thing in, I would love to add $1 million just to buy that and then put it straight back and remove the money, so we could actually look at the cycles on that. Because I think with the Planet ones, and I don't even know if that's true, I don't know whether it's go big or go home, because the one we've got is I'm going home. It really is pointless in having it unless you were going to stay on the map for 10 years. It's going to take 2 years to actually break even, and yeah, I mean, you're going to have to sell all your I mean, how much silage we'd have each time is phenomenal. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to sell our silage, we're going to need a belt system and all manner of things, really. But yeah, we can actually. That's a point. I don't know why. Yeah, I bought a second 30-tonner. I was looking at Edison and I was thinking, why did you buy a second? Right, well, I'll unfold this. Why did you buy a second? Because I'm sure the Lead Ninja is exactly as good as the Brand Push at doing what it does, and it's a push too. It's those two are one of the too few. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not that we're going to need to for this, let alone because I'm going to have to literally empty. The other thing is we are going to need a, well, let's sell that first, because it's wasting space as well. That's the other thing. It's very valuable space. Oh, so we did put some silage in there, didn't we? I'd hope we hadn't done that. We have. Do we burn through that then and then sell it? Because it was worth, yeah, it's still worth half no matter what. So if we go through until all that and don't put any more in, that's probably the way to go. Right, let's just grab. No, we can do that. What we're going to do is I'm going to set a worker going. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse. Well, the other thing is we don't need that either, and that also we're going to waste half of the money for. We are, because we're not going to need to. I mean, even if we probably won't need the other, it's just such a huge hit, which is why I normally have those mods that do that. Right, let's get a worker going first, and then we are going to yeah, just keep going to a time lapse, and we're going to do this as normal, and we might still be able to, with that, just buy a silo. Obviously it can't be multi-fruit again. This is another thing that's hurting us, but yeah, I mean, this is corn, so it will go in a normal sort of thing. So right, so then if we we are going to go grab the trailers, which I believe are there. Right, yes. We are going to sell our silage as well, which is going to be another reason why having 2 trailers is going to be really useful. Obviously I know I can't use follow me, but that's not all. Wow, okay. That's different. So we're going to need to place a silo. And we want the other one. Now let's move you off the field. Yeah, we're not putting any more in there yet. Come January, we're going to be selling ours at somebody else's BGA. We're just going to get processed, which I believe, if I remember rightly, it takes us till about March to actually process all of those, maybe even longer. So yeah, we are selling the BJ. It's not going to make any money. It really isn't. I know we've lost money, we have, but there's no good throwing good money after bad, as that old saying goes. It really is true. Right, we could really. No, we'd have to empty this. So yeah, it's going to be too messy to do it any other way. Right, so then we've got that going. Right, I want the other trailer. Let's grab the... Now I think you'll find it has actually got a tractor on it. It has indeed. Can stick. Let's drop this way. Oh no, it's not. It's not. It needed be. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Now, how is the worker doing? Is it going to be able to turn around? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yes, it is. It's coming back now. Fantastic. Is it going to hit the tree? Probably. It looks about right for that. Oh, but it's actually quite a way away, so I think it'll be alright. Now then. Oh, I was forgetting. You can't even see how full of the harvester is, can you? No, that's a mod as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can't see really. It is. You do miss those ease of life mods. Still, we have got options. We can literally, yeah, have a look like that. Right. Anyway, yes, I believe we have work to do. We have a silo to place. And obviously we're a field down as well. Now where are we going to put the silo? It is important, and a central location I would think, but I can't block the BGA, so the BGA is still causing us issues. I do agree though about the solar, but I think that's really quite poor. That even if they didn't give you, I mean obviously if you had all of those as solar panels, and the income from those would be astronomical, but I do think you should get something, even if it was representative of one of those. I think it's very poor. Because nobody leases that, lets you use their land without actually getting something back. That's ridiculous. It really is. Anyway, yeah, if I'd got the mod, I would put myself one in there. Does it let you do that? I do. I suppose that I could use a mod to do something like that and then take the mod out. Yeah, if we look at the generators, one of these. Yes, it does. I think that would be a fair swap if I stuck that in there. And allowed them then, basically my cutters, I've got one of those for free sort of thing, you could say, and I think that's not a bad thing. But anyway, let's get on to the more important things at present. We want a silo. Yeah, so none of these are multi-fruit, are they? Can we afford, I think we want the biggie. Ah, right, so it's not multi-fruit, is it? None of these are. Yeah. We're going to need an auger anyway, that's what I'm thinking. For grabbing that out of there. So I'm wondering, do we go... I've never done it. I always wanted to. I just think 501,000 litres now. Then, yeah, we need to switch on. Oh no, we've got zone markers up already. Do we crafty? I mean, because again, this is the site. Well, yeah, I mean, we've got that bit of concrete in the middle of the field. Do we use that? And I like to do what I said and split this into two. In which case, having this right in the middle isn't a bad move. It might seem it. I think we could possibly do that. Now that is obviously the bit where we are going to need an auger for it. But we need one anyway. We do, with the belts, definitely. Now I'm not sure with that. Oh, I've not switched the autosave back on. We need to switch that back on. Which is this one, I believe. It should be on, no, on 15. It should now go away. It should now say, so we've got 130 grand and we have got that. So then, This is where it gets uncomfortable, really. But I suppose, yeah, because I can't actually test anything, as in, like, yeah. So let's have a look at the belt systems while that's. I suppose actually though, what I should be doing is grabbing this in a minute and sticking it into one of those trailers and then setting the worker on again. Yeah, I think that's not bad. Yeah, we need to go and grab. We'll empty it right now when we get to the end of the row, and then we'll set the worker going again, and then we are going to go up to the shop and grab one of the, you know, I need to know, because I also need to know how big. I know which one I would like to go for, would be the one that would be really useful that does both, but I'm not sure if it's going to be big enough to actually go into that, or whether, yeah, we'll have a look. This is where studying the AGI pack comes in very handy. Yeah, I realise we're not going to make an absolute killing from this. We're not. I was weird. I was looking at the chaff litres and saying then we'll get so much. But yeah, that's based upon chaff. You're not going to get so much corn as you are chaff. So yeah, it's. But we'll do a mix, whatever it is. Right. So then, let's have a look at the AGI pack, the belt systems. It keeps throwing me out because I'm so used to this being in alphabetical order. Yeah, so then, oh, please tell me I've ticked it. Oh, I have. Thank goodness for that. Now that's the one. But I'm not. Yeah, it's got a ground pickup as well. To fill up your silos, AGI West Steel Smooth Wall Bin, AGI West Steel Hopper Bin. Right, let's have a look. What did we place? Right, we can't do it like that. So we want silos. It was this one here, the West Steel pack. Ah, so it is right. Flat bottom bin. Okay. Let's have a look at that again then. Wrong one. Yes, let's have a look. West Steel. West Steel. AGI West Steel Smooth Wall Bin and AGI West Steel Hopper Bin. Does that... I'm not really getting it. I'm not getting it. I'm really not. But I would say that is... And that's my favourite. But yeah, I would say that is... going to be okay. Do we lease it to just make sure? Well, we need one anyway for the silo, so we really, that will do everything. So we're going to buy it anyway. Yeah, right, now we're going to, oh, okay. Why did you fail this time? Okay, well, this is a worker. It is. Yeah, let's set this going on the straights now, and then once we've got a couple of headlands, yes, I do know a little bit about this, and it is a little. I don't use them enough really to actually justify that I know enough about normal workers, but we'll set them going, and we're going to pop up to the farm with the fastest tractor we've got, which is really any of the fence. Yeah. Remember, you have to unfold this to let it go, which is a bit strange to me. I have unfolded. It's weird. It does that as well. You have unfolded it, and it's almost like for about 10 seconds after you folded it that it still thinks it's not folded. Again, game fault, but that's not a flaw. I mean, that's just a flaw in the program, and it's not a flaw in the game per se, and it's not a mod. Terrible. Yeah, yes, this is a bag of, I think it's seeds. Yeah, it is. Right, now how are we doing? Are you still going? Yes, you are. Fantastic. Right, so we'll go and grab that, bring that down, because we're going to need that for both that. I've always wanted to have a play with this, as in properly. And this, I thought, well, if you've got to do it this way, then we may as well use it properly. We'll stick that in and we can use it twice, really, because the belt system's going to be ideal for offloading all of the silage out of that into the thing to sell come January, where we're going to like accrue. Yeah, and obviously then at that point we're going to sell our BGA, which is neither use nor ornament. Yeah, it is, and not. I was thinking, oh well, I could buy animals. What, for that amount of processing manure and slurry? I don't think it's worth it. It really isn't. It's such a tiny amount that it processes. Yeah, I totally. Yeah, when I looked at it before I'd done the number crunching, I thought, I'm sure you'll find that's rubbish, and it is. It truly is absolutely diabolical. It is. I don't know. Yeah, I stand by my decision on. Is it through here? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you can, I think you can. I'm sure we've done this. I'm sure there's a gate that leads all the way through, even if not this particular way. But I think there's a fence in between us this way. But yeah, I'm sure there is a way. Okay, no, you can actually do it straight away. Fantastic. So we can come straight through into the shop, back gate. See, that was worth knowing. Right, now then, let's have a look at the worker, because of course, oh, careful, they are real. Now we are going to need some fuel as well, and obviously the only way to do that in the base game is to buy a container, and I've no doubt it's going to be very, very... Why are you not showing? Yeah, it's going to be very expensive. I've no doubt everything is very expensive, really. Is as simple as that. Right, okay. I do love this. I've used this extensively. In fact, this is one of the only ones I've used, really, out of the AGI pack. But it is a beaut. Yes, and this was thanks to the advice of Kevin. This particular pack, and it is amazing. It is. Good advice. Right, now then, we ought to check that our work is still working, because that's the most important job we've got to do. Us taking this down is really not... Oh, no, they're turning around. No, that's fine. No, look before you leap. Yeah, so we're not going to make a fortune from that corn, but I just think there's no point in doing any more. Well, we've sent it back now. The decision's made. It probably would have been more sensible actually to crack on and make some more silage and do that, but to sell it to someone else. As we saw, we are going to earn 400,000 from the silage that we've got in hand. Once we sort of, once it comes January, we're going to literally pipe that into the belt that into the two traders, and we're going to sell that where whoever offers the best price. And the BGA is close, so if that's marginally less, but it's closer than going up to the top than that, then we will definitely go that route. So we'll look for a good price at the BGA, because it's only really down the road a little bit. Right, I'm looking forward to the mowing again. Obviously, yeah, we've also got to fertilise and lime. Oh, and also I'm going to have to rescan the field. That's what I was saying when I said it's going to be painful. It is, but I thought, well, if we're not doing any bank loans, we can rescan the field. Yes, it's going to cost us a few €100, and obviously it's luckily the scanner is a nice one. It's not the base game one. It's got a bit more range on it than that, and it's also quicker. You don't have to wait for it to faff around with its being in the ground and then coming out malarkey. It's almost ready to rock and roll straight away, and I do love that. Yeah, so the first 3 episodes of this are being posted. The first 2 are in now. The third one will be in by the normal o'clock this morning. Right, smashing. So then, now we can actually... Whoa. Now that I take full responsibility, car. Yeah, even though you were travelling at high speeds, you are allowed to on that type of road. So please, yeah, you just go. And I will pick up my dignity. I've just lost, and probably my life that I also would have lost. Brilliant. So we need to go and grab Padme. Yes, my Star Wars names are in. It is a mod, I know. I thought that one, yeah, I did say I'd got a few in, and that was one of them. And there really are a few. Tip side indicator is one, and yeah, that's it. Really, there's not an awful lot in there. Right, let's go grab that. This is struggling already. It is actually. Yeah, that's no, we don't think we need to map hop when we are just a stone throw away from the other one that should not struggle with this particular trailer. No, I mean, yeah, that is, it's a bit of a stretch for that one, really. Yeah, we may have done, but sometimes the other thing is, if we do go corn, we get pigs, I was thinking, for manure and slurry. It's, I mean, because in the base game, it's not only is it quite reasonable, but also, I mean, they don't produce as much as cows, but they're not really awful. So I thought, well, we could go that way, because there's the 270, and they do breed extensively, and it's not too expensive, is what I was thinking. Yeah, we don't get milk, but it's more for the manure and the slurry that I was thinking. But if we keep some of the corn, really, it's one of the biggest things for their food. We can mix our own. Again, yeah, we need a proper mixer. Actually, is that also true? The pigs, oh, we could just give them what they need, can't we? Really. Cool. That'll do. That'll do. It really will. Right, so then we want to be sticking this. Actually, we want to put the AGI, because we need to tip it right at the base of it. It's obviously got a very good pickup. I'm really interested in doing this. Really interested. I've never done this yet. So this is a first to actually use a proper. Right. So then it needs to go into the top of the thing, I believe. So you would drop that. No, you pick up from there, really. Yeah, that's what we draw out, isn't it? So, luckily I know how to use this. It says, but I don't know how to use it with a silo. That is definitely true. Is this gonna work? That doesn't quite look right to me. Or maybe you're supposed to get away with that. Maybe. It just seems to have settled down a little bit now that we're out of it. It's nearer the back. I was trying to. I'm not sure this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot. Right, let's grab the Zeta. It is the Forterra. I think I called it something else. Wow, that's a bit of a struggle for it. I'm surprised it's struggling at that. Moment of truth. Will this work? And the answer to this question is no, it won't. Not how you're doing it anyway. Right, okay then. So, have we got the wrong one? It would appear so, but it's still going to be useful even if I have. But this is in my. Do we? Well, I suppose what we could do is. Well, we need need to move out of the way first. Appear to be stuck on the actual pile of corn itself. Right, okay. Well, at least we'll have a belt to pick it up off the ground again. Although I do know this has got a very strange pickup that isn't quite right. Having used this particular one extensively, its pickup is not right. It's completely in the wrong place by quite a bit. Yeah, it's sort of well in front of where it should be. So yeah, where you think, when you know you're under it and it doesn't actually work, that's because it really doesn't actually work where it should do. Which is a shame, but it is what it is. Now, was that not switched on? Please, I switched you on. Why are you not actually picking it up off the ground? Ah. Okay. In that case, yeah, I was going to say, if I hadn't switched that on, then it was my fault that this wasn't working in the bin. But what I'm saying is, yeah, we need to check that this is true. Is there a specific position? Do we have to do something? Yeah, I mean, that's it. Do we have to open the top or something like that to... It's a flat bottom bin. Ah, so it is a flat bottom bin. So this is one of those it said that could be working with. No, it's really not supposed to. Okay. So there is nothing more to do than have that on and it to be in the right place. And it is a round object, so therefore, yeah, I'm always going to hit that at that point, really. And it is not shifting stuff off there, so I am really at a bit of a... Is this, there's a box around the cut side I saw there. Yeah, that's not doing anything. No, it's not. Right, let's, I think we need to be... It nearly has a full brake tag, nearly, not has. Well, so far, I'm not doing terribly well with the bin. Ooh, we're just about going to make that, I think. Am I worried? No, I'm not. There's no point in worrying. We'll figure it out. But it is supposed to work with that one, so... There isn't a specific spot, is there? It's supposed to go to the top. It doesn't quite fit though, really. Now, if we drop that in the bottom, does that actually... Nope, it doesn't do a thing. We'll figure out. I am not worried, we will, even if it is the wrong one. But it does say the wee steel, and it did say that that's what that was, so I must be using it wrongly. But I can't see anything that says open, or I can't see a button other than that thing, and that's not doing anything, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Really? I think we'll manually clean it up afterwards, I think. Right, smash in, let's let them go, and we're going to try to figure this beast out. It's on. Oh. Ah, hang on a minute. Is that not going? Ah, perhaps it has to be in that... Oh, hooray! Fantastic. It has to be in that circle at the top. Brilliant. Excellent. So we're in business. I thought we would figure out eventually. We'll have to tidy this up and stick it back into the trailer. Right, let's go grab the other trailer then. Now we know what we're doing. Let's go and do this. It was very reasonable as well, that was. I'm very pleased with that kind of silo. When you consider the cost of that, again, I think this only stores one crop, which in real life, that particular type of bin would only store one thing anyway, so that's not anything special or out of the ordinary, really, is it? Because that is what it is. Right, let's just stick that. Ah, this is where it's gone wrong. The field numbers are still in existence though. Look, it's tipping, but it's not. Yeah, now this proves there's no mods in this game. Nothing that's going to affect this. There's only the helper name administrator, which really isn't going to tip this. This is what we saw on Court Farms. So just for those who are saying it's mods that's doing it, it's not. I haven't got any in. That's base game. That's a base game fault. It's not working. Now, will it allow me to save, or is that glitched? Ooh, now that's real. Now that's okay. So we've actually saved the game, but that is a real game glitch caused by the base game. Yeah, let's do that. Or it could be that it doesn't like you. Yeah, you're not allowed to overload, like force tip. It could be that as well. In which case it's just gonna tip and hold it there forever. So that actually this time might be. It has been though. I mean, I have had glitches on Court Farm where it did exactly that. Wow, that is very slow. Right, yeah, well, it did exactly that, and it said there were 70 tons to leave, and that it half emptied the thing. Right. Why would you not do the rest? I don't get your game. Why would you do it like that? Right, now that'll do. Yeah. I did say something about a time lapse, didn't I? Really, I think this is probably it. I think we're going to literally crack on ourselves now to this last little bit. So I am going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Not bad at all, actually. I'm quite pleased. We'll stick it all in the bin. And I think I misled everyone earlier. I'm sure you can actually put more than one crop in those bins. They have separators, I'm sure they do. I'm not an expert, but I'm almost sure I've seen all the virtual farmers use them. I'm sure it was that you can put more than one in. I'm sure that's right, but we shall see. At the minute, we've only got corn. So, yeah, I am a little bit deliberating in so much as I'm not quite sure that we can do it just on basing. I don't mean to add lots of modded vehicles or things like that, but I'm thinking more about enclosures. Oh wow, why is this? Oh, maybe it's a little bit too close to the edge, perhaps. Yeah, I think it was. Right, so we want to be sending this back. We don't want to be being clobbered for any more. Yeah, I think we have been. We were on 111, and as far as I'm concerned, we haven't not had any worker wages, so we must have been hit for a leasing cost. Right, so then let's drop this down here. We will ask the shop to pick it up in a few minutes. It always terrifies me, the leasing cost. That's why I'm a bit of a terror for doing it on camera. Let's just grab this little lot, stick that in the side. I will tidy this up on this, although to be honest, we've got to. Yeah, we're going to have to buy that. Yeah, I'm not on about putting modded equipment in. That one I do draw the line out. But I'm thinking about animal enclosures and things like that. Because in all honesty, the offerings from Giants, they have allowed the modders to... I mean, the modded animal enclosures are phenomenal. But if I was going to do it, I would be doing something we haven't done before. Yeah, I would like to do something that I've not featured heavily, a new enclosure or an enclosure that, well, I've used most of the ones I like, but I'm sure we can find something, you know, to actually do that. And again, also, I don't know, at the minute it's all about recouping losses, because we're going to lose literally 200 grand. Doesn't it? Oh no, you're pushing that. I thought this... Okay, no, I can't switch the engine on that. I have. I'm going to say it's turning, so I thought I did. There's a bit of cleanup to do at the back of it, near the wee steel. West Steel, I don't know how you pronounce it, I've got to be honest. I'm showing my ignorance at the minute on this type of particular thing. Right, it's the Forterra, not the Frontiera. it was close, it was fairly close. I know where you need to be, although it doesn't... Yeah, it is, I can see it trundling down. Yeah, I do like that, it's a fantastic feature, it really is. I have to say, I've used that before for picking up straw and all sorts of things off the field. It is an amazing bit of kit, actually. Used it in ways that you're not really supposed to, but it does actually work. I think what I'm going to do is, and it is a fair old trek to run, I'm going to go and grab the telehandler with the bucket on. We might do a bit of